Hey everyone, I'm on a safari here. Now, you guys are probably wondering why I'm in a jungle. Well, I've seen a movie yesterday and I thought it was great. The movie I'm talking about is The Jungle Book. Yep, a blockbuster movie that was ever as good as ever, like something you've never seen that Disney has anticipated for a long time making this. Now, was the film as awesome as Zootopia? See my review soon. Or the movie is like nothing you've ever seen your whole life. Let's go find out, shall we? Okay, let's start off with the plot of the story. Now let's see if I got this right. The story tells us where a man cub named Mowgli is raised by wolves since birth. One day he must leave the jungle when the fearsome tiger Shere Khan vows to kill him. During his journey, he is guided by his friends Bagheera the serious panther and Baloo the free-spirited and fun-loving bear. And along the way, he meets other jungle animals like Kaa the slithery python and King Louie the smooth-talking ape. Mowgli also learns valuable life lessons during his journey of fun and adventure. Now, what do I think about the story? Well, it had different plots than the animated 1967 version of the film because Shere Khan did not interact with the wolves or Bagheera in the animated one, and also, the creators of this film made Kaa female. Another thing, Shere Khan died in this film when he fell into the fire at the climax, while in the animated one, he fled like a coward after Mowgli tied a burning branch to his tail. I know what you're thinking. I may be stink doing this review, but it's the best thing I could do. I'm not saying that the story is cliche, but what the story holds most is breathtaking and so predictable as well. The animals of the jungle. Okay, now that the story part is out of the way, let's talk about the animals I'm likely to see on my tour. I have some cards that show animals that live in jungles. Check them out. Nighttime is the right time for this dangerous cat. The leopard hunts under the cover of darkness when its distinctive spotted fur blends into its darkened surroundings. The big cat uses super senses to help it home in on victims and likes to roam a wide range. It can cover 15 miles on a night out on the prowl. The leopard is also an expert climber and often carries its heavy victims up into trees where it can eat in peace. The Indian python can squeeze the life out of larger creatures such as leopards and even people. With sensors near its mouth, this beast can detect the body heat of prey. The snake lies in wait near the edge of a lake or in a tree, always ready to strike. Once the python wraps its coils around a victim, death is sure to follow. The second largest cat in the world, the Bengal tiger, is the most feared predator in the jungles of northeast India. As darkness falls, this powerful hunter moves through the trees, barely making a sound, hidden from all but the most sharp-eyed observer. Although it usually preys on deer and wild pigs, anything smaller than itself, including humans, is fair game to a hungry Bengal tiger. The Toko toucan looks like it might want to eat your Fruit Loops, but this bird feasts only on real fruits, plus a sprinkling of insects, spiders, and lizards. In South American forests, the toucan uses its long bill with a jagged edge to grab fruit from the tops of trees and snag live prey. When not hunting, groups of these birds gather for a round of playtime, and they even groom each other to keep their feathers clean. Not quite as big as King Kong, the mountain gorilla is still one big ape. Most of the time, this creature is a gentle giant, but like the movie monster, it can turn ferocious. Mountain gorillas live in family groups led by a huge male and spend most of their days eating plants and resting. If an intruder comes along, the male leader springs into action and puts on a terrifying display of anger and strength to chase away the intruder. That's pretty much all the animals I can tell you about. Even though they live in different parts of the world, they all live in jungles. Now let's move on. The characters of the movie. Okay, I'm going to talk about the characters of the movie. Let's go on the checklist. Mowgli is a man cub who was raised by wolves at birth. Even though he is supposed to leave the jungle for safety when his life is threatened by Shere Khan, he stubbornly refuses to leave the jungle and decides to stay in it, just like in the animated film. And there's Bagheera, who is a serious Black Panther and won't accept any nonsense. Like most characters, he can be stern and doesn't like someone else's baloney. Baloo is a fun-loving and free-spirited sloth bear who is Mowgli's best friend. In this film, he prepares for hibernation. In reality, bears don't hibernate where it doesn't snow. He's also voiced by Bill Murray, who also voiced Garfield the cat.
Let us quit wasting time and get on with it.
That's right. It's good to be king.
And there's Shere Khan, the murderous Bengal tiger who won't allow man in the jungle. He once got shot by a hunter, and fearing that Mowgli might one day grow up to be a hunter, vows to make sure this never happens by tracking him down and killing him. He is voiced by Idris Elba, who also provided the voice of Chief Bogo in Zootopia.
Who was it who came to adopt man into the jungle? This is priority number 1.
Kaa is an Indian python who has the ability to hypnotize her victims. Unlike the animated film, Kaa was male, while the makers of this film made Kaa female. King Louie is the king of the apes. In the animated film, he is an orangutan. The film's setting is in India, and there are no orangutans in India in reality. In the live-action film, he became a Gigantopithecus and wanted to know how to make fire. The animal characters of this movie were combined with computer animation because animals in live-action films can't talk or do things humans do. I have to admit, the characters are pretty well developed and most memorable, sometimes forgetful, but I have nothing against the movie I was talking about. Well, this is probably one of the best Disney movies I've ever watched in my entire life. Of course, the story is a little unpredictable. The characters were combined with computer animation to be put in the live-action scene. When I watched this film in the theater, I was so amazed of how this film was so awesome to look at. This is a must-watch film for those who love Disney movies and love nature. I know what you're thinking. What does J.B. Eagle have something positive to say about the movie? Believe it or not, this film was directed by Jon Favreau, who also directed Iron Man. That's pretty much all I have to say for this review. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get back on my tour. I will see you on my next review. Until next time, this is J.B. Eagle saying goodbye.